Hello there, this is Chibi Pet, and this is part 4 of the Winter Female Shez summoning session. So when we last left off, she is currently up to +6, so let us away with the summons. So with the upcoming Hall of Forms, since the game in question is Sacred Stones, the characters that will be making up that roster will be Brave Erica, Legendary Myrrh, Summer Ephraim, and Mamie. So for me, I'm definitely going to be focusing on Legendary Myrrh. I want to try to get her, good skills like High Dragon Wall, maybe also, my Swimmer already runs a Scowl, so I'm not sure. I guess I'll just wait for other Fade tubers to post their video analysis recommending what skills to give the holoform units. Yeah, hoping to be able to pick up High Dragon Wall and Dragon's Roar for her. And then I guess for my backup, I'll probably work on Summer Ephraim. I mean, he's still a pretty decently strong unit, especially since he... Oh, Gesundheit. Sorry, that was my cat. Are you okay? She's been having the sniffles lately, but overall she's been fine. But yeah, Legendary Myrrh is really the only one that I'm interested in out of that batch. Mostly because Myrrh is my second favorite Sacred Stones character after Yearning, so. And I really like her legendary version's art. She's just so cute, and there's just like so much movement. Like especially like in her neutral artwork, it kind of looks like she's like sort of falling gracefully backwards, like she's in midair. Yeah, this last Hall of Forms, the Blazing Blade one, I was able to get everything that I wanted on young Allywood, so I redeemed him. I did also get pretty much every skill I could want on young Hector, but I haven't redeemed him mostly because I don't know if I would actually use Hector. I already have him, and I like Hector a lot, don't get me wrong. He's my second favorite lord from Elebe, after Allywood. But I don't know, I don't tend to like to use tanks like save units to begin with, so I'm not sure if I want to redeem this young Hector Forma Soul or not. Thank goodness. So she's +7 now.
雪の中を歩くのもいい鍛錬になるわ。贈り物が重くないかって？いいえ、もっとモテるわよ。
So with this year closing off, I've been like thinking about what I want to do for my New Year's resolutions. And unfortunately for this year, I wasn't able to work on building up my muscle mass like I'd hoped to do so. But hi. Mr. Teleport Shenanigans.
どのような指示も厭いません。ご命令を。
But instead, I resolved to walk 12 to 13 kilometers, or about 7 to 8 miles a day. You know, if not every day, then at least like 5 to 6 days out of a week. And so I'm thinking that maybe for 2025, I'll increase it to 14 to 15 kilometers, or roughly 9 to 10 miles every day. Because I found that I quite enjoy taking long walks like that. It's very relaxing. It helps me like organize my thoughts. Especially if I'm experiencing, like, say, art block, and there's just like a problem I'm trying to confront that I just can't quite tackle. Going out for long walks really does help clear the mind. Shez-chan.
どんな場所でだろうと武器は手放せないわね。
Let's see. In the recent months, I've gotten really into cooking and baking. I mean, I've always like had basic cooking skills, you know. I know how to make, I know how to cook rice, but I never really like took it seriously until now, and it is so fun. I mean, granted, my dishes haven't been amazing, but they've turned out all right so far, so it's very encouraging. So like a few weeks ago, I baked my first ever cheesecake, which it was a cranberry white chocolate mousse type, and cheesecake is my favorite dessert. Absolute love it above all others. And ever since then, I've been on a cheesecake baking high. I mean, I've only baked 2 so far, the cranberry white chocolate one, and the other was a strawberry white chocolate one. Yeah, but both of them turned out delicious, even though I still have, I still make mistakes, so I need to practice some more. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm like already planning out, what other types of cheesecakes I want to make for the future. Like, I'm planning next on making a chocolate peanut butter one. And then I'm thinking after that I'll probably bake a coconut cream cheesecake. And let's see. I also recently baked gingerbread cookies. Now, unfortunately, I really suck when it comes to decorating food to make it aesthetically pleasing. Part of it is because I don't like using food dyes, because in my opinion, they taste pretty artificial. So the frosting that I use, I make from scratch.
これ予備笛って言ってね、場所を知らせる傭兵の道具よ。
And yeah, it generally comes out really thick and sweet. So, yeah, my gingerbread cookies, like, aesthetically don't look great, but they were so good. I actually ended up eating the whole batch within like a day. And so now I'm like really keen on making some more. Damn, you're sending the wrong Shez to me.
戦い方以外は全部母さんから教わったのよ。
And I really wish Intelligent Systems would bring that cooking banner back. Or not, it wasn't a cookie, it was a picnic themed banner. I really enjoyed that theme. That was such a cute theme. And it was so wholesome. And there's like so many other characters who would fit into that theme so well. I mean, like Ash, Bedu, Violet, the Shezes, Mercedes, Bernadetta, Manuela. Actually, I can't remember. Is Violet considered to be a naturally good cook? I know Shez is, but I can't remember if Violet is or not. I'm trying to think of like other characters who are known for being good cooks, or contrary, are known for being notoriously bad cooks. Because like Felicia and Flora were on there, and Flora's like a pretty good cook, but Felicia not so much. So I wonder if, probably the Chris's could be on there, because I think I haven't really had time to play New Mystery of the Emblem yet. But from what I heard, apparently Chris is notorious for being very bad when it comes to using the kitchen. Like apparently like Robin in their supports in Awakening are also not great when it comes to cooking, and supposedly that's supposed to be a reference to Chris. That's just what I heard. Oh, Saber! Man, I really hope Saber gets an ult. He's just so cool. I mean, he has like the most badass design ever.
でっかい女好きだぜ女は何でも好きだけどな
Oh my. I thought for a second I summoned Zero, or Niles. That sounded almost exactly like him, because, you know, Niles and Saber share the same voice actor in Japanese. Game, please give me the winter Shez.
どんな場所でだろうと武器は手放せないわね。
Will you come back carrying a sack full of gifts? Please. I am wondering if it's worth giving winter female Shez was it Shadow Shift? I mean, granted, she would need to run the Sigurd ring in order to be able to actually make use of it. Yeah, I'm just like not sure if that or the the lookout sea skill. I'm not sure which one would be better for her. Well, next year I am really crossing my fingers that Raphael will finally get into the game. I mean, I think I was hoping he would be on this year's Halloween banner, but thinking back, that really was not likely to happen because he probably would have been a dragon. You know, he probably would have used a dragon stone, and since I imagine that Raphael will probably be added first as his nil persona, who very explicitly says that he cannot turn into a dragon, and so that's why he has to use an axe as his signature weapon. So I feel like we would probably have to get nil first, and then we could get. Ooh.
もう雪が変なところに入っちゃったわ。
So yeah, I imagine we would have to get Nil in first before we could get Raphael on the Halloween banner. Because it seems very unlikely that... Because I mean, like, that's such a huge part of the Fell Xenologue's story, is that
こう見えて山育ちなのよ。え？見た目通り？
we get to know Nil and try to understand what it was like for him to exist without being able to access his dragon powers. And then when it turns out that his real name was Raphael because Nell's actual brother perished, but had requested that Raphael take his place to spare his sister the pain of losing him. And that's when Raphael, after I think like 1,000 years of research and meditation, is able to finally figure out how to unlock his dragon powers. Yeah, I personally prefer Raphael over his Nil persona, but at this point I will take any Raphael content, even if, you know, even if he's pretending to be Nil. I just really want my albino husbando dragon in the game already. Ooh, great height. I don't remember what merge splits mine up.
おい、触る前に声をかけろと言っているだろう。
I really hope though that Raphael gets a version of himself that that is a premium 5-star because I love using him in Engage so very much. He's so strong. It seems like the general consensus is that he's one of the strongest out of the DLC characters. Mostly because he's a little more min-max. He focuses primarily on physical strength. Miss Yulia. I don't remember what merge this puts her at. My Yulia is pretty high.
あなたでしたか。
And yeah, Rafael in my current engaged playthrough has been so clutch. Like there was a moment in the Marth paralogue where, let's see, I had given Rafael I can't remember. I know he had Divine Pulse, which even though Divine Pulse, its activation rate is based off of the user's luck stat, and Rafael has pretty low luck. I mean, considering Divine Pulse's effect in the game guarantees that your attack will connect if it was otherwise supposed to miss. I mean, I think like it's worth equipping even on characters that don't tend to have very, naturally high luck stats. Because it certainly saved Rafael in this case because I was trying to have him face tank a whole bunch of the enemy heroes, and he was down to the last one, and they had whittled his health down enough that the last enemy hero, I think, had like a great silver axe or something, which would have one-shotted him. But because the great weapons in Engage cause the user to attack after the enemy, this meant Rafael, even on enemy phase, was able to attack first, and he got Divine Pulse to activate. It was like a 50-50 hit, and Divine Pulse activated and allowed him to crit kill the enemy hero. Oh man, I was sweating bullets like no tomorrow. That was so scary. Yeah, I just love him just because he's so strong. He's so physically bulky, so he's been great for setting up like choke points. If there's like tons of like physical enemies. Like for example, in Sigurd's paralogue, you know how like there's like that bridge? It made such a good choke point where I just put Rafael there, and he oh, one more.
平気よ。鍛えてるもの。
大丈夫? Yeah, that's like the downside with walking when it's winters, because I find that oftentimes I get super cold even when I bundle up. Yeah, I think, let's see, Rafael was holding the choke point while I had his sister, Nell. She had, actually, let me double check and make sure that I think this puts my Shez at +9, so let me go double check that real quick. Okay, so yeah, I need one more copy. So yeah, I was using, let's see, for my playthrough, I had Nell with Corrin's ring equipped, because Corrin, when she's equipped to dragon units,
basically gives them all of the terrain effects. And so I was using Nell to set up like fire to help slow down the onrush of all of Sigurd's cavalry soldiers. So yeah, that was a very, very, very long map to complete, but I did do it. It only took me probably like 50 turns, but... I mean, the great thing about it is that it also helps keep Sigurd slowed down. So he can try to use his overdrive against me. Yeah, I imagine that like when Raphael and Nell get added into Fae as their base versions, Nell is probably going to be a premium 5-star unit, probably a lance user, or maybe a dragon user. It's you know, hard to say. And Raphael as Nell will very certainly be using his unique axe, so he'll probably be a GHB. Probably have the typical awkward free infantry axe users that line. But I do really hope that he gets a version that uses his dragon form, because I really love the design for his dragon form. Yeah, I just overall really just really love the designs for like Sombrom and the Fell Dragons designs, just because, I mean, they incorporate elements from like cobra snakes, and it just looks so cool and unique. It just looks very ominous, very imposing. And the use of like the bright colors like magenta or neon blue to help really make the highlights pop out. It's just so neat looking. I wouldn't be surprised if Raphael ends up on the Fallen Mirror. Probably not for the one for 2025, but...
Shez-chan, okaeri! Yoisho!
街が飾られてとても綺麗ね。戦場じゃ見られない光景よ。冬祭りの使者なんて責任重大ね。道に迷わないようにしなくちゃ。贈り物が重くないかって？いいえ、もっとモテるわよ。
I love you. I'm so happy to see she got another alt.
もう雪が変なところに入っちゃったわ。
Do I want to pull that other green? Because on the one hand, I would like her fodder. I'm trying to think if it's worth the 4 orbs, because this isn't a very high pity rate. So... feel like if I do this, I'm gonna regret it. So I mean, her fodder's nice, but honestly, I mean, if I do know I really want this fodder, I can just wait for her to come back on a double special heroes banner. Unless I suppose she gets banished, like Heather was. So that was really weird. Heather never did appear on a double special heroes banner, did she? Yeah, I don't think it's worth spending those 4 orbs. Well, that will do it. Whew! Goodness gracious me. Oh, so thank you so very much for watching. And I hope that wherever you are able to take care of yourself and stay safe. And if you're summoning on this banner, I wish you the best of luck in your summons. And I will see you in the next summoning video.
平気よ。鍛えてるもの。私からの贈り物。気に入ってくれると嬉しいんだけど。もう雪が変なところに入っちゃったわ。